Hi friend, I'm Kristen, into the Light Healing and Bodywork. This yoga practice was designed for a patient who needed some stretching and strengthening of the side bodies. So that's what we're going to do with this video. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to begin in a comfortable seated position. So for me, that's legs crossed. And we're going to begin with some abdominal rotations. So as we are doing these abdominal rotations, we are thinking about how our center of gravity, our weight, is moving around the pelvic floor, as well as how it is affecting the torso. So we're going to start by leaning forward, weight comes forward, and then we're going to start to move around in a circle. So to the right sit bone, then to the tailbone, to the left sit bone, and then forward again. So as we're doing this motion, we're creating length through the spine, we're keeping our abdominals engaged, and stretching. If there's any spot where you notice some stickiness or discomfort, feel free to stay there for a moment and just kind of feel it out and see if we can get a release. We always want to initiate this movement with the tailbone, remembering that that pelvic floor is kind of what we're rotating around. And then let's switch directions. I was going clockwise, so now I'm going counterclockwise. Long spine, tight belly. Really thinking about shifting the rib cage around. Tucking the tailbone when I'm moving back. Alright, and we're going to come to stillness at the center, lengthening the spine up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to make our way onto the side for a lounge lizard. So we can do lounge lizard either on elbow underneath the shoulder or wrist underneath the shoulder. And if we're doing the full expression with the arm full, then make sure that arm is tucked up nice and tight next to the rib cage. And we want to make sure the hips and knees and ankles are in a straight line as if we are on a tightrope here. Long spine lengthened over, and then we're going to let the head relax. Right ear over right shoulder. See if you can even stretch your head past that right shoulder. And top hand can be there for support for balance for you, or you can challenge your balance by keeping that hand on your leg. Try to release that right side body towards the ground, but not let it collapse through the left low ribs because of the lengthening of the spine. See if you can find that balance. Slight bend in the elbow. And then release, go ahead and let the hips unstack and bend. We're going to come onto the belly for a quick plank. Level of plank up to you. I'm going to do elbows and toes here, but you can absolutely stick with knees down or go in the full expression. Okay, we're going to if you're on elbows, hands into fists, and press those forearms into the floor. Tight tummy, toes tucked under, and lift. Keep those forearms parallel and head retracted. Shoulder blades down the back. anytime you need a break, feel free to drop down and try to meet me back up here. Good, let's lower down. And then we're going to flip on to the left side for a lounge lizard over there. Know that you have options if one side is a lot tighter than the other. And we're going to do a slight bend in the elbow here. Arm is right alongside the rib cage. Hips, knees, ankles in a nice straight line as if on a tight rope. Long spine. And then dropping that left ear over that left shoulder. Right arm is either up if you're challenging balance or helping you to balance if you're just not looking for that today. Keep those hips stacked. And then bend the knees, come back down. And we're going to bring our seat to the heels in extended child's pose, hands reaching towards the front edge of the yoga mat, big toes touching. Allow for a moment here, stretching the shoulders, the upper back, the lower back. Stretching those sit bones towards the heels. And then invitation here to walk the hands to the right side of the yoga mat. Try to keep those heels and sit bones reaching towards each other and feeling that stretch through that left side body. Head relaxed, neck relaxed. While we're doing stretches, see if you can notice when your body releases into the pose. Kind of feels like a relaxation of the tissues. They soften, they get a little longer. Let's go ahead and switch sides. And that's how you know the right amount of time to be in a pose is by that really subtle exhale of the tissues. Sometimes there is an exhale too. Okay, let's make our way back to center. And then we're going to plant the hands down here. Bring the weight forward, tuck the toes under. We're going to lift up into a downward facing dog just for a moment, and then we're going to step the feet up towards the front of the yoga mat in between the hands. Let's have a little exhale, release here. And then an inhale. Nice strong back, tight abdominals, arms out to the side and up. And then we're going to bring it together here, heart center. I'm going to turn and face you. And then we're going to do a little standing side bend. So let's cross the right leg in front of the left. And then arms can drop down. Inhale. Right arm goes out to the side, lengthen, reach for that ceiling, shoulder blade down the back, and exhale, we're going to side bend to the left. Tight abdominals here, support your core. Inhale, come back up, and exhale, arm goes down. We're going to switch across the legs here. Inhale, left arm comes up, lengthen the spine, shoulder blade down the back. And then exhale, we're going to side bend to the right. Strong abdominals here. Inhale, come back up. And then lower that arm down, uncross the legs, and come down into kneeling. We're going to bring that right knee forward and then open the hips so that the right foot is in line with the left knee. And then from here, we're going to lengthen that left arm up. And exhale, we're going to side bend over it. And then go ahead and turn your head to look at your shoulder. Inhale, arm up. And then exhale, lower down. We're going to switch sides. Knee in line with the left heel now. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, side bend to the left. Turn your head, tuck your chin, look at your shoulder. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Bring the legs together. Come on down to a seated position. Let's say left foot is tucked in along the right thigh and the right knee is straight. We're going to bring the pinky side of the hand along the shin. Inhale, turn your torso to point in the same direction as that bent knee. Inhale, left arm up. And then exhale, we're going to side bend over that right leg, stretching that pinky side of the hand along the shin. If your elbow gets this far and drops to the knee, try to drop it to the inside of the shin, so like the front side. And then with the arm, when we get up high, we can tuck that thumb into the armpit and then stretch it forward, palm down. Turn the head to look at the shoulder. Tight abdominals here. Feel for that release. And when you get it, allow your torso to rotate, chest points towards the ground, towards that right leg. Allow another moment here, stretching the side bodies. And then either pulling from the umbilical, well, from that area, or pushing up with your hands, lifting up here, and then we're going to switch the legs. Adjusting so that we're sitting on the sit bones, anyway. And then we're going to turn the torso to point in the same direction as that bent knee. The left pinky side of the hand is along the shin, ready to slide down towards the foot. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, side bending over that left leg. Turn the chin, turn and tuck the chin, look at the shoulder. And then when we get up top, go ahead and put that thumb in the armpit and then stretch palm down, shoulder comes up. Feel for that release. If/when you get that release, go ahead and turn the torso, dropping that right elbow towards the floor. Stretching the back in a different way. Toes can be active here, protecting the knee. And then pulling again from the umbilical region, or just pressing up with your hands, coming back into sitting. We're going to do The last pose we'll do is a gentle spinal twist with cow's head of the legs. So what that is pretty much just stacking the knees so that they are pointing in the same direction. This is not possible for everybody, so if it doesn't work for you, please don't force anything. If it is, it just adds a little something for the hips and the side body a little bit. But okay, so what we'll do, my left knee is stacked on top of my right, so I'm going to inhale the right arm up and then exhale, kind of do like a karate chop over to the left side, beginning with the lower abdominals, pelvic floor, and then the left hand can reach behind. Lengthen through the spine, back of the head reaches up towards the ceiling, chin is tucked. And then releasing. Switching the cross of the legs. Just bring them forward. Adjusting so the sit bones are on the ground. Inhale, left arm up. And then karate chop, rotating to the left. Long spine, tucked chin. Abdominals are engaged. And when you feel that release, bring it back to center. If you need to take a moment to stretch out the legs and just kind of let them relax a little bit, you can do that. And then we'll meet back in a comfortable cross-legged seat or any comfortable seated position. Continuing to lengthen the spine. Crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Hands in prayer. Notice your body, specifically your torso, your side body. See if you notice any difference than when we started. Just take inventory without attachment to the result. Then let that thought go and call to mind 3 blessings, 3 things for which you are thankful. And notice how your body feels as you think of these things. Then let those thoughts go. Return awareness to the breath. The light and spirit in me honors and appreciates the light and spirit in you. Thank you for taking this time to do this practice. Let peace be with you.